What's up guys, and welcome to my channel Flame with a 4. In this video we're going to be doing the issue stage 55 and issue stage 56. So we're going to do two of them because, you know, this is quite a small issue, this is quite a small issue to do. To make the video a bit more fulfilling, we're just going to put them in there together. So radio and handset we're going to do. Also we're going to do stage 56, which is a second jump seat. So we're going to be building that, putting them two together, and then we'll be coming back in another video another day to be doing stage 57, which is the second jump seat, seat back, and then we're going to look like we're going to be installing it there. And then also we're going to be doing stage 58 after that, which will be the power control unit and power distribution unit base, which looks like it's quite you know, an in-depth one, so that'll be a good one to do. Right, so first of all we're going to go grab the pieces out for issue 55, pieces out for issue 56, and we'll be back as soon as we've done that. Okay guys, we now have all the pieces out. This is actually pretty detailed, to be fair. So this is the radio box, and as you can see here on top there, it's got all that detail, so it's really cool. I don't like it when we get these because you know how hard these are sometimes are to install. I'm hoping they're going to be quite easy to do. It's like we get the little phone, and we get the little bits to go on the end of the phone as well. So I guess they're giving us something to do there, as opposed to just putting it on the phone itself. It's giving us a chance to do it ourselves. So right, so the first thing it wants us to do is to make figure A. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too difficult to do. There's only DP screws in this one, so you know, not too much there. The first thing we need to do is put the top section here onto this one, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Let's just double check. I know it's obviously not going to matter too much, but I'm wondering what they call those pieces. So 55B and 55A. So 55B and 55A just go in together, and then I guess we just need to try and line it up as well as we can, accurately. There you go. And then once you've got that in there, then that's got to have a screw in the bottom. I don't think we need to fast forward through this, guys. I really feel that we're going to get through this one quite easy. So let's just try and do this. So I'm going to take my trusty screwdriver and screw that up in there, so until it holds into place. Don't want to go too tight with it. The two pieces on this are both plastic, so just bear that in mind when you're doing it. There is a little locating lug at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see it just at the top there. So that's going to probably help us locate where it goes. The next thing it's asking us to do is to forget about all these bits here for the minute, and to just jump ahead straight on to grabbing this section here, which is looking really cool. Now we have those sexy bits from Mike Lane, and we need to install this phone box section, or this phone receiver, onto the side here. We do have a mod coming from Mike Lane that's going to make sure that this piece is all carpeted with this nice, really cool trim that he has now available on his site. So if you haven't seen it, go get it. So we will have to take these off again, but it's not going to be too much of an issue. But we just need to see where this goes. So there's a little locating lug this way round. So it's okay, so it's not really too difficult to do. It's just the fact that you need to just try and line it up really easily, and it's not easy to line up if you're trying to do it and show it at the same time. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop a couple of screws in here while we have it into place. We know we're going to take them back out when we do the Mike Lane mod, which is absolutely fine. It's totally worth it. And I'm just going to hold them in place where they got to go. I'm going to screw that up and then do the next one, and then I'm going to show you whereabouts these are. The locating lug helps where you're going to put the screw for the one that's got obviously near the locating lug. The one that's further away, you're going to have to do a little bit of jiggling around on that, but there you go. So I don't know if you can see here, there's two screws. There's one there, and then there's one there. And then I've turned it this way around. You can now see the box is here. So that looks really cool, doesn't it? And then we're now going to be building on top of this as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come round there, so you guys can see from my kind of angle of how it's going. So I'm just going to pop myself here so you guys can see me installing this at the same time, which is just going to be there. What it wants us to do, it wants us to take the little phone section, which is here, and it wants us to pop on these little caps. So it says to put the big cap at the top, so we'll just pop that on. I don't know if we'll need some super glue, but it pops on pretty much like Lego, to be fair, which feels really good. And then there's a bottom one here, which is saying to just push on as well. And you know what, I don't feel like that's going to come off. If you want to be sure, you can glue it on if you need to, but I don't think it needs it. So that's what that looks like there, a little phone. And then it's saying for us to install this, it's saying to put the phone into that little holder and then to put this on, but I think we're just going to put it on the phone first, because I think that's going to be the easiest way of doing it. So I don't know if we need to get our tweezers and open the end up, or whether it's just going to go on nice and easy. No, it's going to go on nice and easily. So that's that one. And then it's saying for us to just pop it on this little tiny section here. So let's just quickly do that on top of this box. When you do take this out, if you're going to get the MyClay model, if you've already got it, you will need to just disconnect all this when you go ahead and do that. So, and then it's saying that it should fit into here, like so. I don't know whether we have to do it from the top and slide it down, or... Oh, there you go. And then it goes in like that. So, that's looking really good. So, I'm just going to bring it over so you can see. That's how it should look at that stage there. So, there's the little radio receiver. There's the cable going to the phone. And then the phone is sitting in that little holder there. Like that. Now that that's done, guys, we're going to just quickly grab the pieces out for the next stage. So that's that bit. So that looks really cool. And the next one is obviously we need to just make up the second jump seat. So I'm going to go ahead and grab out the parts for stage 56. So I'm going to go get these ones out of the packaging. We'll do that and then we'll be back in just a sec. So there we have it, guys. All the pieces are out. We have a couple of screws. There's MP screws and then EP screws. So we're just leaving them in that little plastic tray there for the minute, just to keep it safe and sound. And also, usually to grab all your pieces out. So they call this section here the foam piece with the foam seat in, and then the squishy bit that goes on there, which is going to make up the second jump seat. That is called 56D, and then the foam on the inside, which is already in there, which we're going to leave in because there's no point in taking it out, is 56E. It's asking us to take this section here, which is 56F, and this is the black piece. There is a really big black piece and then the silver piece, and then obviously that's the bar. So you just want to make sure you get the smaller one of the two. You just need to pop that inside. It's saying for that to be so that those nibs are on the outside. So we'll just pop it in there and show you what we mean by that. You do need to lift the seat up and around so that those tabs sit into place. And then when you have it in, it should look like that. So there you go. So that's how it should look at that stage. We do need to now to go put some MP screws in just to hold all that into place, just so it doesn't move. We'll go do that. We'll fast forward through this so we don't bore you too much, guys. And then we'll be back as soon as that's done. So there you have it, guys. Now they're into place. They are the 4 MP screws. I'll just use a screwdriver maybe to point to where they were. So one there, one here, one there, and one there. And that kind of just holds that cover on there onto that bracket. So just to keep it all safe and secure so it doesn't fall off. So the next thing it wants us to do, it wants us to attach this to the neck section. So it's not going to be the black one. So you won't be needing that for this issue by the looks of it, but you will need the silver section here. We're going to be popping that one into place because it's showing these 3 bits here, and then on top it's showing those rigid sections there. So what we need to do, we need to take the bottom of this jump seat and we need to attach it onto here. It's saying for, I don't think you can get this round the wrong way. I think you could just put it on both ways, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. It just needs to sit on like that, and then underneath here, as you can see, there are 4 screws that's going to hold it on. So 1, 2, 3, 4 screws right there that are going to be holding that into place. They're going to be EP screws. I'm going to go grab the EP screws now and pop that in so that's all held in together, and we'll be back as soon as we've done that, guys. So see you in a sec. So there you go, guys. That wasn't too hard to do. 4 EP screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding that jump seat base into place, into section. What was I saying? And then there you go. So that's what it looks like. So you should have the top bar across here that's opened up, and then it should sit in and it should look like that. So doesn't that look fantastic? The next bit we need to do, we need to take this bar, which is 56C, and that's kind of sits into place and then sort of leans over the edge here like that. And then as it leans over the edge there like so, you'll have an overhang, and then there's 2 screws that go in at the bottom. So it'll overhang like that, and then there'll be 2 screws that go in there, and they're going to be more EP screws. We're going to go grab a couple of those EP screws, pop those in, and we'll show you what this bar looks like once it's all attached. So we'll see you in a sec. So there you have it, guys. That is now the last piece that we had to put in place. So that is 56C, and that's held in by those EP screws. So I'll bring it up close so you can have a look. So 1 in there on the top, 1 in there on the top. Should look like that underneath. And as you can see there, that's got an overhang, so that just needs to hang over like that. I don't know if you can see at that angle there. Let's just put the screwdriver down for a minute. But that's how it should look at that stage. So that looks really good, doesn't it? So much detail going into this model. That's all we have time for on this one, guys, because we're now going to be doing the installation for stage 57. So that video will be coming up again real soon. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and then just make sure you set the bell. If you set the bell, it will just notify you when we have a new video. If you haven't subscribed, there's a subscribe button just here. If you just click that, you won't miss out on any more of our videos that are up and coming. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're building this as well, let us know. We have some really cool Mike Lane mods on the way real soon, so can't wait to do that with you, and see you again on the next one. Take care now. Bye bye.